Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and this is of course Titanfall gameplay, and I'm going to be giving you some tips for Attrition game mode, which is the game mode I'm playing right now, and the R101c over it, because the Attrition game mode is going to be the main game mode in the main game, and it looks like it's, you know, just a pretty standard Titanfall experience, and then the R101c is the default assault rifle, so knowing about both of them is really important. And this is some pretty impressive gameplay in the background. It's 100 plus points in attrition. Plus, as you can see here, I start with a triple pilot kill, i.e. 3 enemy players, which is pretty, I think that's pretty nice. So yeah, this is pretty nice gameplay. You might want to just watch it for gameplay's sake, but if you want the tips, then of course you can listen as well as watch, which is probably a good way to watch a video, you know. But yeah, so as you can see, I get my Titan in 45 seconds. But yeah, so let's give some tips for attrition, because attrition's a somewhat hard to understand game mode at first. They try to simplify as much as they can, but most people don't understand how to effectively play it, which is, you know, fair, because it has a lot of multi-parts. So in attrition, it's kind of like team deathmatch. First team to reach a certain number of points wins. But it's more complex than just getting enemy kills, because there are grunts around that give you points, and also titans. So for a grunt point kill, you get 1 point towards the 250 you need. For a pilot kill by another player, you get 3 points, and for a titan, you get 4 points. It's a strange numbering system, but I'm sure it makes sense in some way. And if you want to maximize the number of points you're getting, as you can see how easy grunts are to kill, like I've killed quite a few this game already, you want to be focusing on the grunts mainly. Like, if you're not sure what to do, try and find some grunts and kill them, because they're really easy to kill, it's not much effort at all, and it's just, you know, a good way to see how things. But if a pilot does come into you, like one just jumped in front of me right now and then went to my side, focus on them as much as you can. They have pretty deadly abilities. So yeah, as you can see, I'm in my Titan right now. When you're in a Titan, it kind of switches from focusing on grunts to like focusing on grunts when, you know, they're around and there's nothing threatening you, but mainly focus on the enemy Titans, try and get them down, because whoever has Titan superiority in this game seems to get a pretty good grip on the game, because Titans can destroy grunts like 5, 10 at a time and just get massive points. On top of that, they can destroy pilots, stop them from destroying their team's grunts, and they're pretty necessary to get down. So if you have a Titan, their team has Titans, destroy the Titans first, even if you have Titans. It's better than just them having Titans. So yeah, also I find what helps, if you get disheartened by losing your Titan early, using the nuclear explosion perk means that even if they destroy you, they're pretty guaranteed to die themselves. Yeah, I get back at my Titan, start using my R101c again. Just to give a few quick tips to this weapon. I find the best sight for it is the lowest magnification one that I'm using right now, because it's really open. It's kind of like the iron sights, but just a little bit better because of how ridiculously open they are. And I find the silencer keeping off the radar helps with, you know, sometimes if you're like on top of buildings and you want to stay undetected because you're getting loads of kills. Also, I just took in another pilot. I find that the silencer is just super helpful for that, and it allows a little bit more versatility. But extended mags is a nice choice too. It really depends on whether you value stealth over the extra, you know, extra magazine capacity, and it's a hard choice to make, honestly. It really is. So yeah. I do some parkour to get to the top of this building right here, because I want to get up. I haven't killed anyone in a good, you know, 30-40 seconds, which is rare in Titanfall, and I want to get back into the fight, but it looks like there's a Titan battle going on, so I do some, you know, infantry work to try and get the Titan down, and it looks like my team finished them off, so I can go back to killing the enemies, which you can see on the minimap. There are quite a few big red dots, so I figured, you know, they're the people to focus on. Ends up I kill some Spectres though, but whatever. Yeah, there's the enemy pilot. No, it's a Spectra. But yeah, so R101c, the HCOG and the Sunshine are the best attachments with it. If you want to, like, the cloak kind of makes sense if you want to be stealthy. But honestly, I find the stim helps you to get in position early game. Plus, if you get in the middle of a gunfight and then you know, start taking damage, the stimulant, which the speed thing, it's really, really helpful, because you can put it on, run, jump around the corner at super speeds, like make them lose their axio entirely, then finish them off. Like, it's a really good comeback perk. And I find it's, you know, a lot more effective than the cloak, at least, because the cloak's only semi-effective anyway, because it's only like half invisibility. Like, you're transparent, but your outline still exists. I don't really like that as much, so I try to focus on the stim, which, you know, I guess it's personal preference, but honestly, I think the assault rifles and the SMGs and the shotgun, at least, stimulant is just a better choice. I think perhaps with a sniper rifle you might want to use cloak, but, you know, that's your own choice. Then I like to use the grunt binding first perk, or first piece of equipment, sorry, because knowing where the grunts are basically lets you know where their team is, because their pilots aren't going to be too far removed from their grunts from their grunts at any time, just because of the nature of the game. Also, I have to eject here and it makes a nuclear explosion, as you can see, and it gets me a nice 2 kills, so that's nice. But yeah, I find knowing where the grunts are generally leads you straight to their team, which is super useful, as you can imagine. Next up, if you want to be using this weapon, is rooftops, is where people seem to go. At the top of the rooftop, you get a lot of advantage on like the map and just being able to destroy like 5 or 6 enemies, kind of like what I'm doing right here. But from even bigger buildings, try and find the enemies up there, because if you don't find them, they're going to find you, and it kind of sucks in that way. So that's a good piece of advice for just, at least for this map in general. All the maps have some vantage points, but this map has like quite a lot, to say the least. So I'm holding my 3rd Titan of the match right now. We're just about to finish the game off because of my massive, like 100 points I've accrued at this point. It's not really that much in doubt as to how the game's gonna go, but we gotta just keep on fighting, get those last few points anyway. And that's what we do. So with attrition, when you're ahead and you're on the last few points, I don't find it helps to, like, I just like to destroy the grunts to get the last few points, because their pilots are going to be super on the defense. So if you just destroy their grunts, it's going to draw them out and you can get them that way. And that's always a handy thing. Also, if you're winning, or I guess even if you're losing, try and get the Titans destroyed in the last bit of the game too, because otherwise they're going to make the epilogue, which is where you got to get to the escape. It makes it really difficult. As you can see, I got the jump on this Titan right here, and he pulls up his shield, and I don't realise it, so I just run through and punch him. But yeah, I find it really helps to get the jump on them and just, oh, do I destroy him? Yes, I do. So it's super nice when the nuclear explosion gets kills, as it happened both times in this game. But yeah, so because the the pilot, their like ship location where they're trying to evacuate from was so far away, it doesn't actually look like anyone got to it. So I tried to camp down this building because I can see both the point that we're trying to get away from, and also all of the enemies at the same time, because none of them are even close at this point. So I figured let's just go in for a final couple points. Let's pad my stats that little bit more, and let's kill a couple grunts. And I kill one more grunt at the end of the game, and then the ship flies off, and we won. But we didn't destroy the ship in time because none of our team were over there. But whatever. At least none of them escaped. So yeah, that was my Titanfall 100 plus gameplay. I hope some of the tips helped you. 16-0, no deaths. I was happy with that. But yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, you can like it and let me know. I'm going to be doing lots more Titanfall, like, good gameplays, I guess, and also nice little commentary over them. So if you want to see those, you can by clicking the links in the outro, and goodbye. So if you want to see more Titanfall videos, you can click on the left side of the screen. You'll be taken to my burn cards tutorial, where I talk about burn cards, what they are, what they do, how you get them, all the information you need. They're actually really cool, and I think you should check them out. Or you click on the right side of the screen, you'll be taken to my first game of Titanfall, which wasn't the greatest in the world, especially compared to this one. But it is max settings, whereas this is slightly below max settings to stop frame dropping. So in case you want that extra 10% better looking gameplay, then maybe that's the thing for you. I don't know, but yeah.